Today we're going to take a close look at how the construction of New York City FC's new stadium is going. The MLS club is finally building its own home, and the project is well past the drawing board stage. The site is buzzing and several phases are already quite advanced. While I walk you through all the details, we'll also be checking out the official renderings of the project and, right after that, you'll see how the construction site looks right now, already starting to take on the shape of a real stadium. Let's go! New York City is building a 25,000-seat stadium designed specifically for soccer, very different from the baseball parks the club uses today. As we talk, you can see in the project how the stands will be laid out, what the facade will look like and how the outdoor areas will be organized. After that, the idea is to show current images of the construction so we can compare what was promised on paper with what's actually rising from the ground. And from what we can see, for a stadium of this size, the works are moving at a very good pace. In the last few days, the construction of the new stadium gained new images released by the club itself, which really excited the fans and anyone who follows stadium projects around the world. The stadium has become known by the nickname The Cube because of its modern and more compact visual design, with strong clean lines and a very defined volume. The estimated investment is $780 million, around 3.85 billion Brazilian reals, which puts the project on a very high level within MLS. On top of that, it is expected to become the first fully electric arena both in the league and in New York City, reinforcing the idea of a stadium built for the future. But the project goes well beyond the pitch and the stands. The development calls for 25,000 seats inside the stadium and, around it, a large urban complex. Plans include 2,500 fully affordable housing units, a public school with 650 seats, open public spaces, retail and commercial areas, and a 250-room hotel. It's practically a new piece of the city being created around the stadium, mixing housing, services, and leisure. If the schedule holds, all of this is expected to be ready in time for the arena's opening in 2027. Since joining MLS in 2015, New York City FC has played its home matches at Yankee Stadium, a ballpark originally designed for baseball and home of the New York Yankees. In other words, the team has never really had a stadium purpose-built for soccer. The new arena will change that scenario. It will be built right across from Citi Field, home of the New York Mets, another traditional baseball team in the city. That will create a true sports hub in one area, with different stadiums side by side, each dedicated to one of New York's major sports. One of the most interesting aspects of this new stadium is its focus on sustainable solutions and technology. The arena will be fully electrified, with no gas, and will feature a large solar panel installation on the roof to boost clean energy generation. According to the club, integrated smart systems will help cut waste and optimize energy use on match days and at other events. The idea is to make the stadium a reference point for efficiency and lower environmental impact, something that's increasingly important in major arena projects. Beyond the electrical side, there is a special focus on water use. A rainwater collection system is planned under the pitch, allowing that water to be reused for irrigation and other internal purposes. On top of that, the stadium will feature dry urinals, touchless sensor faucets and devices that control water flow in sinks and showers, all designed to significantly reduce water consumption. So it's not just a visually modern stadium, but also one that's advanced in the way it handles natural resources. As for the progress of the work, as you can see in the images on screen now, the masonry and the construction of the stands are already quite advanced. Much of the main structure is up, so you can clearly see the seating bowls, the access points and the gaps where staircases and internal concourses will go. At this stage, the build moves into a phase where the larger hidden details start to take over. Internal rooms, technical areas, media booths, locker rooms, suites, hospitality zones and all the infrastructure that fans don't see from the outside but that is essential for the stadium to operate. Only after this phase will the project move on to the finer finishing work. And if you want to keep following every step of this construction, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because we'll be bringing regular updates to keep you fully informed. Right now, the construction work is focused mainly on these structural and internal sections. Once that backbone is completed, the project will move into the next major stage, which includes system installations, electrical, plumbing, vac, interior finishes and, finally, the playing surface. The pitch, of course, is one of the last phases. It can only be installed once there is no longer a need for heavy machinery to move around inside the stadium, because any truck or large equipment crossing that area would damage the surface. From the moment heavy traffic is out of the way, then they can start preparing the base and installing the field. With today's technology, that's usually a relatively quick process. In many cases, the grass is grown off-site at specialized facilities and arrives at the stadium almost ready, in large rolls or trays, just to be laid down and adjusted. That means the look of the stadium can change almost overnight, giving that feeling of now it's really happening when the green appears in the middle of so much concrete and steel. But to reach that point, it's crucial to ensure everything around it is finished, so there's no need to tear things up or risk damaging the field. In parallel with all this, and already closer to the final stretch of the project, the external areas will be completed: fan access routes, sidewalks, entry and exit plazas, landscaping, signage and, of course, the full stadium roof with all its aesthetic and functional details. These elements are usually left to the end because they depend on the main structure being completely stable and often need small adjustments as the build progresses. It's a natural process. You secure the skeleton first and then work on the skin of the stadium. From here on, the idea is to keep tracking the evolution of this construction stage by stage, all the way through to opening day. When everything is finished, we'll bring a full video showing the completed arena, the developed surroundings, the interior details and the stadium hosting its first matches. Before you go, there's another video in the card on screen right now. Click it and keep following along as we visit another stadium somewhere in the world.